we are here in Ubud.
Yeah.
And you see there's a little traffic out there. But now we will go to a quiet place to meet a very special artist. We are very happy to meet her.
Yeah, she's a traditional Balinese dancer. Her name is Ayu Anantha Tari. And
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go inside. We are Claudia.
And Marcus. We are backpacking through Southeast Asia.
By trying to meet and get to know artists of the most varied performing arts.
Street and circus artists.
Figure theater, writers.
Musicians, dancers.
Join us and discover their creative work.
Their performances.
Places they like.
And food they love. Okay, here we are.
Here we are.
Hello,
Ayu.
How are you?
Apa
kabar?
Baik, becik. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. We are like it here.
We're very
It's
happy.
Very beautiful in Ubud. How are you
I'm good.
today? Yeah.
It's very amazing.
Okay.
Busy.
Busy with activity, dance activity. You see before.
So the first question would be, what is it being an artist here in Ubud in Bali?
I feel very amazing, you know, because Ubud have a lot of vibration about the art and culture is very stronger also, and the people in Ubud also a lot of like artists, like a painting, dancer, and a lot of like musicians from Ubud, and I very special have been to get married in Ubud because I have a lot of friends also connecting with the arts people and give also a lot of inspiration and collaboration also before with the artists from Ubud. Also my family especially here all is the artists, start from my husband is the dancer, father-in-law is the puppet master, and then my mama-in-law is the dancer also, the sister-in-law also is dancer, but we will like pour the energy when I together to talk. We are talking about the art and culture also, or for the dance like that, and I think the synergy, like the hobby, the same hobby, same activity with the family here is very connected with me now, like that. Yeah.
And could you tell us something about Balinese dance? How would you describe it to someone that has not seen it yet?
About the Balinese dance?
Yeah, Balinese dance. How?
For me, Balinese dance is like a difficult dance maybe in the world, because all is your body's movement together. Start from for your eyes first, start for your face, and then to your body, your hands, your fingers, also your feet. Your feet is up, the fingers also, the vibrate your fingers, and your eyes doing like that, and then to move together and very connect with the music also. And if you dance together, if you feel and with the music also is you can feel amazing like that. But if you practice, if you want to practice, maybe you can practice in the beginning. I will like give some things, the little some things is very easy. First, look like Balinese agam, Balinese dance position, Balinese dance smile, Balinese dance eyes, like that. And for me, the Balinese dance is very difficult. But if you practice and if you have a lot of time to focus, practice, and you trust with yourself, you can love it, Balinese dance.
Because it's a very precise dance.
Yeah.
The movements are very precise. Yesterday we saw our first performance with your husband.
Yeah.
And we noticed that every movement is planned and is precise and all together.
All together.
Or
And you know
the mime of
the expression
face,
also.
the expression,
The expression is very strong and is very quick to change the expression, you know, from the smile into the dangerous face, from the smile into the serious, like that. It's not like a smile always, but we have like a lot of like expression, like the confused expression, like the dangerous expression, like a nalik. Nalik is the eyes when you're doing like the right side and the left side and back into of yours, and with the big eyes went up your eyebrow. It's like the characteristic of Balinese dance also.
we like it a lot. It's like diving into expressions because you get lost. You're looking at everybody and you get lost in that. It's
Maybe you feel like you pour in the emotional of dancer also.
And you have many different types of dance. You dance for the sacrality, in the temple, and you dance also
for the performance.
For the performance,
You know, in Bali, we have a very strong culture, and we dance. It's not only dance for the performance, we also dance for God. That's named 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐞𝐧𝐽𝐵. 𝐀𝐫𝐿 is we dance and we give like, the best energy for God, like that. That's why the Balinese people is very proud of myself, very proud to self if have the opportunity to dance in the temple, because we will pour the energy, pouring the amazing vibes, like amazing skill also for God. But we trust that everything for God, we're doing the best one, like that. And that's why the Balinese people, if you see perform in the temple, he looks like it's very serious, it's very good, like that. Because why? Because the inner of the dance feeling will be collaborate with the you know, like feel about the gift, doing the best with the God, like that. Because the ceremony and the dance is very connecting in Bali, because we have like 3 types of dance also. The first, like wali dance, that's like a dance for God, and Bali dance, that's like the old dance, that's like what's the name? If I say, maybe that's look like the old dance, like the arja, like that. Like the communicate dance.
Okay,
like we dance with the singing also, and also dance in the temple, also dance for the performance. And third, we have Balihan dance. Balihan means like the performing dance. The performing dance for the audience.
Terima
and
kasih.
is the Balinese dance something that everybody in Bali can do, or it is accessible for everybody?
If you see, maybe somehow you see the Balinese people like me to be a PKK. PKK is like the community of the woman, the woman community in the village. Every day, together we going to the temple, not only for praying, but we dance together. We wear the white kebaya and the yellow sarong. That is the symbol of the sacred also. That's all the people, all the women dance about the rejang dance. That's like rejang renteng. That's for the woman. That's how the woman in Bali, a lot of must know about dance. Yeah, because that is like that's like must dance, like that. Almost dance. You can dance because that's his dance for God, like that. That's for the temple. If you already get married, you will dance, like that.
Okay.
That's from the kids also. Kids
okay.
also
They
have,
start
start with my
early.
daughter, dance, Rejang dance also in the temple. Same, because we already introduced all the generation to the culture, the ceremony, how the ceremony and dance is very connecting and very feeling, and also for the man, for the playing music, and for all the people to singing in the temple like that. And the vibes will collaborate with the puppet show, have like a mask dance and the sacred dance, Rejang, and then in the out of temple have the dance for the performance also. When we're doing the big ceremony, we will collaborate like that. And the very inside have a lot of people to praying. That's it. If you see, maybe you can feel about the vibes, how the culture, how the dance, how the culture, how the the music in Bali is very.
So if someone want to be part of this, he or she can.
Yeah.
They found one role, a musician or dancer or like this.
Yeah.
I
but before
understand.
must be have like a practice before.
Yeah, of
have
course.
a practice together. Maybe normally we practice at Banjar. Yeah, at Banjar, like the village place.
Yeah.
Someone, some people will join.
Yeah.
To
meet and then
meet,
rehearse.
Like,
but how important do you think art is for the culture you live in?
Because you know, in Ubud, the culture is very strong, and maybe my boy, you know, my sons already 3 months old, already have like a ceremony. And 6 months have a ceremony, and ceremony also we invite the music, we invite the puppet show coming, and then you know also we give like a good water to give like cleaning, like the 3 times of cleaning like that. But maybe that's how the vibes of the culture here is very strong, because we already introduced with the generation into the into the pregnancy. Because you know, in Bali, if I 7 month pregnancy, we also have ceremony. That's named the Magadong-gadongan. Maybe that's the vibes also that from the offerings give like a lot of like energy for good, for know about the culture like that.
Could you say why did you choose dance to express yourself?
Oh yeah, that's why I chose the dance, because you know, when I dance, I feel like I meet with myself, like, oh, this is my, like that. Oh, this is my passion. It's not my passion, but this is my deep me, like that. This is Ayu. I find myself into my heart. It's very deep, because when I dance, I feel very deep. Look like I talk with myself. I talking. I feel myself, and I can do everything I want. But I really happy when I'm doing dance. And you know, if I have like a dance activity, in my wake up in the morning, I thinking about my dance, and I like accepting the good feeling, you know. Oh, today I will dance. Oh, today I will meet with my students. Oh, today is Friday. Today is Saturday. I will meet my regular class with kids. But that's give a lot of like good vibes, but the positive energy. That's why I feel very happy when I thinking about dance.
And how you get this? What was your journey to be a dancer like you are now? Because you are doing it full time. Yeah. So what was the journey? Yeah.
I start my dance when I'm 4 years old. Okay, I start my dance when I'm 4 years old, and very focused with my dance activity until 10 years. And then 11 years until 18 years old, I stopped my dance activity. I very stop and focus with my school, focus with my English class, and the school activity because I'm very busy. And I continue my dance when I'm choice my university in Indonesia Institute of the Art in 2011. I start my Bachelor of Art and finish in 2015. And then I continue my Master of Arts in 2015 after 2017. Yeah, and
you did it here in
Bali.
In Bali.
Yeah, in Denpasar.
In Denpasar.
It's very close, and that I meet with my husband also. And you know, when I'm practice in Indonesia Institute of the Arts also, I not only know about the Balinese dance, because before I just know about the Balinese dance, okay, I will going to the University of Art to practice Balinese dance, but until in the university, I feel a lot, I have a lot of experience. My lecture give me experience, give me a practice about the contemporary dance. I see the contemporary performance also, and you know, I feel it's very amazing. That's when I see and watching the performance, and I feel, oh, I think I will explore myself, and I will doing the contemporary dance also. And because in the contemporary dance, I feeling like it's so free. My body is very very maximal to doing some things, yeah. But still, I look my traditional. I look my traditional basic, the Balinese dance, like that. Yeah.
and it's enough. You can make a living.
I have like 2 income, yeah.
Okay.
The first income, it's my business.
Okay.
It's like the hotel business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my first income, and the second income, it's my hobby.
Okay.
Is dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I will buy some things for my happiness, for my reward, maybe I will take my dance money.
Okay.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
It's interesting
that's
how you.
That's good. I have to remind this. That's a good plan. That's good.
Yeah. Because you know, I don't like a lot of shopping. Also, maybe to buy some things. My reward just one is food. I buy something foods like good food. Eat after I practice with my students.
Okay.
Finally my reward is just buy some food.
Okay.
Okay. What I want now? Yeah, that's for my rewards. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important also for me, because I have a lot of kids. You know, 3 kids.
3 kids.
And I very I'm very proud of myself. Also, I have like the first like income, and I have the second income for myself, like that. That's why I'm very happy. Also, you know, if the mom is not have if not have an income, maybe every day will like what's marah-marah? It's like hungry. With me, maybe if because I have like opportunity to working, to feel my day, to feel and to feel myself also, and the place here is very very give me a lot of like a lot of help, like that. My husband have like studio, and then my my father-in-law have like studio of puppet. That's I just organize all, because before I come, the studio here is not too working. The hotel here is not too working. But when I come and I see, wow, I think this is good for this is good for business. This is good for hobby, like that. And I will go. And my husband, my father-in-law, mama-in-law also support all. And now you see.
And when you dance contemporary dance, where do you find inspiration for your choreography, your work?
Okay. I find from the basic of Balinese dance first. But I do is very maximal, and then I have collaborated also with the modern dance, and also my characteristic.
Yeah.
Because every dancer have like a characteristic of my body, yeah, might be the face choreography, or yes, the shoulders maybe more. You can more doing the best. You can give the best shoulders choreography maybe, but the still like collaborate with the Balinese, with the modern dance. That's why the dancer have like the characteristic, like the characteristic of Ayu is like a shoulders vibrate like that might be, or some things like the characteristic of you might be the eyes movement. You can focus with your eyes like that. That's why the characteristic is very important to people know about your taste, or know about your quality like that. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your daily work? So how you work, how you get creative, or how you, if you have to do a choreography, what's your process to do it?
The process, the first, when I doing creative process, the first, I need time for myself to thinking and to deep with myself, to talk what I do like that. And I have like explorative movement in my imagine first. Explore it in the brain, explore it first. And then the body exploration, and then improvisation.
Yeah.
And then improvisation, and then I dance in front of the mirror.
So what is more satisfying for you? The contemporary dance, where you can express yourself, or the traditional? What is the thing you
I think it's contemporary dance. It's more like give like a lot of adrenaline, you know, a lot of adrenaline to explore myself, to doing like full, or doing the best, or doing the maximal my body like that. I think it's contemporary is a choice because because like I feel like more me like that. But I still love my traditional.
Yeah, in Balinese dance, there is a established beauty standards or not, or
when you see a dancer, because we saw yesterday, we saw dancers which were thin. We saw dancers which were a little
bit big.
Yeah, a bit bigger,
or a little bit older.
Or older, younger.
So has beauty a role in Balinese dance, or?
Okay. For the.
What do you think?
Yeah, but for the character, if we find the character of the Devi, maybe the character of the Rahwana, maybe we need someone Rahwana. We need someone big, more bigger, more like tall, like that. If the normal dancer. The normal dancer good, if a little bit like teeny, and little bit it's not too big,
too
tall. Yeah, that's like normal. Normal Balinese, and Balinese girl normally, and also maybe long hair. It's more good. Long hair.
So I can't.
Yeah. Long hair because you know. We wear a crown.
I joke.
We wear a crown, but some things in independent dance, we wear the long hair and the collab with the flowers also. Because, you know, in Bali, long hair is the characteristic of Balinese girl also. The Balinese girl have the long hair, like the dark skin, like the good eyes, like the big eyes, like that. And also when I back to the dance, we still dance with taksu. You know, taksu is like your inner, because a lot of dancer in Bali is very different when you see in the real life and you see in the stage.
Okay.
Because every dancer, like the professional dancers, have a lot of inner, a lot of taksu, because the taksu will be fine when you deep into of yours, when you feel yourself, you trust yourself, and you doing everything's good. You will pour your energy, and taksu will showing up like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have sent you the questions so you could prepare. Now we have something we didn't tell you.
Yeah.
We do a little game in our interviews, and the game works like this: we give you one word, and you ask fast the first thing you think about.
Fast.
Okay.
You answer very fast. So we give you one word, and you tell us in shortly what you think about.
Are you ready? Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Audience. Audience.
I don't see audience.
Okay. Indonesia.
Beauty.
Humor or comedy.
Me.
Flowers.
Smell good.
Tradition.
Strong.
Freedom.
Happiness.
Italy.
Ah, my dream.
Happiness.
Love.
Traveling.
My dream.
Inspiration.
Mountain.
Future.
Money.
Good. Okay. So good. We go back to
the normal questions.
To the normal questions.
I don't know what I said.
No problem. It's good.
It's good. It's like
Future money, what?
It's okay.
Oh my god.
So, what is your relationship to the audience? Now you said I don't see the audience.
Yeah.
But could you tell us
Okay.
a little more?
Okay, you know, when I'm dance, I feel I not see everyone. Okay, and I trust with myself. If I dance, if I see a lot of people is blur, I already pour in my dance life. If I see in front of me is people, like the real people. I dance and I see you like this. I not connect with my dance life. I connect with my real. I connect with my real life. That's why if someone say about the audience, I just answer like, I not seen. I never see the audience, because yeah, that's true. I never see audience when I dance. All is blur, because I very concentration about myself. I talk with myself. It's very deep also, and I not see. I not see everyone.
And that's the same when you dance traditional Balinese dance and contemporary. It's the same.
It is
Okay.
same. But the tradition, but the contemporary, that I think more, and tradition also, because the traditional have you can give like good vibes, like good vibes, and you can get like a magnetic for the audience to see. If the audience talking, like talking, not focus with me, I'm
okay.
Yeah, like I feel it's like, oh, I'm not good.
So you don't see them, but you feel them.
Yeah, I feel.
Okay.
Them. I feel. But if I see like this, I know. I see like this type, but I don't need to see the eyes. I see the hair.
Okay.
Maybe I see this,
Yeah.
but all is blur like that.
Yeah.
It's very blur, because it's very concentration with myself. I very concentration with my performance. And if someone like asks me, I watching your performance before Ayu, and I just say, oh, thank you so much, but I've never seen you.
Of course.
Yeah, you can feel.
I understand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the one part. We thank you a lot. It was very interesting.
Thank you so much also for coming to my place.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
And we see us this evening in the temple.
Yeah.
In the Pura Dalem temple.
Pura Dalem temple.
Yeah. We see us again.
Yeah. Thank you.
For the last.
You're welcome, Marcus and Claudia.
Suksama.
You can double tight more if you want. Yeah. This is like a tutorial.
Tutorial. Nice.
Looks so handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time you come here. So
Yeah.
This name Dalam Temple.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very old tree, you know, this name the Balinese.
And why it is special for you?
Yeah, you can feel the vibes very amazing here. It's good. I very like this place so much. I like this place because it's a beautiful place also. Inside also is very nice. You can see.
And now we have a last thing.
Yeah, a last thing.
Okay.
We call it open microphone. So you can say whatever you want to the audience watching this video and listening then to the podcast.
Okay. Hi everyone. You must know about the Balinese dance, yeah. Don't forget to come to Bali to see our culture, to see our performance, especially for the dance, and you can feel amazing because the Balinese dance is very amazing.
So now we are here in a little restaurant. With Ayu. You brought us here to eat.
Yes.
And what will we eat here?
Panini. It's like a pukako panini.
It's a Indonesian crossover kitchen, I think, between Italian and Indonesian food. And before we turned on the camera, we were talking about you want to found a foundation.
My place, 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐞𝐧𝐽 Prababudaya Foundation, is very welcome if you want to come and practice and know about the Balinese dance and culture.
So you want to build a foundation to exchange culture between the Balinese culture and European, United States, other cultures. And so if you are interested, we will put your address or your email, your contacts down in the video notes, so people can write you and you should meet Ayu.
We will do the best for the culture, for the art to collaborate. Because now the season of the collaborates. We will grow together with the collaboration, and we will more stronger, more be amazing with collaboration. Okay?
And now let's eat.
Let's eat together.
Selamat makan.
Selamat makan.
Here we walk around town and visit the palace of the King of Ubud. A little outside the center of Ubud is what for us is the most beautiful museum ever, Setia Dharma House of Masks and Puppets. A complex of reconstructed traditional houses in a stunning park. Each house features masks and puppets from different countries and/or historical periods.
It's like from international.
Yeah.
So at here we have the puppet like from Cambodia, from China, Malaysia, and from Java.
Yeah.
Surrounding Ubud are several attractions. With the Putu, we visited the extraordinary landscape of the 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐞𝐧𝐥𝐚𝐌𝐨𝐧𝐝 rice terraces. The Pura Dirta Empul holy water temple, where one bathes to purify oneself. And nearby is a large presidential palace. We cooled off near the 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐞𝐧𝐝𝐵 waterfall and admired the flight of hundreds of brightly colored butterflies at Taman Kupu-Kupu Park. In Bali we also took a cooking class with Chef Sunday, who took us to the local market to explain us all the herbs, fruits, spices and ingredients used in the native cuisine. The class is held in his home, so he also explained traditional architecture and the religious significance of the offerings.
This is the remote control of the barbecue.
Yeah.
While we were guests, we witnessed the ritual performed by his mother at the family temple, and finally we had a great meal.